self-care isn't just bubble baths and manicures, even though these are really important and definitely play a role. But what self-care is, it's really about ensuring that all of your needs are being met. And this is things like saying no to the things that you don't want to do so you can protect your time and energy. It's about nourishing yourself with sleep and rest and food and gentle movement, so that you can look after yourself in the best way possible and also look after others. It's about, treating yourself with kindness and compassion at all times and knowing that you're doing the best that you can. And it's really, really about, being who you want to be rather than who you think you should be. And I know that, self-care can sometimes feel a little bit selfish, or it's like one of those things that, we just kind of like push aside, especially when we're really busy or overwhelmed or we've got so much other things going on. But what happens is, especially when we're busy and overwhelmed, is that our body's fight or flight on response kicks in, and it makes it hard to hear what our body is truly needing. So that's why it's really, really important to always prioritize self-care and know that, you're looking after number one is one of the most important parts of well-being. So today I'm going to share with you 3 tips on how you can start prioritizing self-care. So tip number 1 is rest and relax. So how much time do you take to rest and relax each day? And I know you're probably thinking, wow, that's a lot. I don't really do that. So I really encourage you to set aside some time every day to practice like a relaxing and restful self-care activity. It doesn't have to be much. It can literally be anything you want it to be. It could be sitting in the lounge room, just drinking your coffee in the morning, or on the balcony. It can be lying in a dark room for 10 minutes, like doing a meditation, going for a walk, calling a friend, anything that makes you feel good and rested and that makes you happy. And tip number 2 is laughter and having fun. So laughing is one of the best ways to increase positive emotions and decrease stress. So schedule in some time every week to do something fun. And again, this can be anything that you want it to be. It could be just, watching your favorite movie, watching funny YouTube videos, and playing fun games with friends, catching up with friends, or going to a comedy show. And then tip number 3 is setting boundaries. So this one is probably one of the most important parts. And setting boundaries basically means learning to say no to the things that you don't want to do. And I know if you're anything like I used to be, I was a complete yes person. So I would say yes to everything, and it really, really affected my physical and mental health. And the only way I was able to overcome this was to put boundaries in and start saying no. So you're probably thinking, well, how do I do this? And the way to really do that is to really tune into your intuition and, ask yourself if you're being asked something, how is this making me feel? Is it making me feel overwhelmed or stressed? And if that's the case, then politely decline. And this one does take a little bit of time to practice, but if you don't feel comfortable just saying no outright straight away, you can just say something like, oh, I need to check my diary and I'll come back to you. But I think the most important thing with self-care is that it looks different for everyone. And, for you, self-care might just be getting dressed for the day or being able to get out of bed. And so always just do what is best for you.